Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got some max speed combo action. It's more of an aggro deck, kind of a combo aggro deck, I guess. We're trying out this new max speed start your engines mechanic here, and we've got a bunch of cards with this mechanic on it from Aetherdrift. Start with the lands, actually, I suppose. One of the more powerful lands in the set. Start your engines on the colorless land, and max speed you add 2 mana instead of just 1 mana. So very powerful. The other ones, this one can tap, starts your engines, taps for colorless, and can tap to give a creature haste until end of turn. And then this one to discard and draw a card for 3 mana. The important thing is to kind of start your engines for essentially just a land drop. So to do this and to start the game with Gingerbrute on turn 1 is sort of the idea, the goal here. Go turn 1, play one of these, start your engines, play Gingerbrute, attack, get your speed up to 2 on turn 1. That way, on turn 2, you can attack with Gingerbrute again. Maybe give it, if they have a blocker, you can use its first ability to make it unblockable, essentially, and get in for another damage to go up to speed 3 on turn 2, and then turn 4, you can go up to speed 3 or speed 4 on turn 3. There you go. Yeah, so that's the idea of the deck, trying to get to max speed on turn 3 or as soon as possible, and then turn on all these sort of max speed bonuses that you have on all your cards. Again, on the lands, you get some good bonuses. The cards that we're using here, Hazoret, probably one of the better ones. It is a 5/3 indestructible haste with starter engines, and it can attack or block, but only if you have max speed. So, very powerful card for just 2 mana if you have max speed. You can also give something unblockable, which could be useful for a few of your cards, but mostly just using it to attack and block with, and trying to get to max speed with it as soon as possible. The Burnout Bashtronaut gets double strike and can pup itself and start your engines as well. It also has Menace, which is useful. Also a Goblin, which can be useful for the Howlsquad Heavy. This one makes a little goblin every turn that can attack, and when you have max speed, you get to add additional red mana for each goblin you control. And then the Perilous Snare here, so splashing kind of white in here for this Perilous Snare, which can exile anything, but then also if you have max speed, you can tap to put a +1/+1 counter on any of your creatures every turn. So definitely a powerful effect if you can get to max speed. The other one is trying this one out, not sure how good it is, but it's 4 mana for a 3/4, start your engines with reach, and then essentially lets you draw an extra card every turn. So that's pretty decent. The exile draw effect, kind of at the top end, but it costs 4, but if your lands are tapping for 2 mana, then maybe it's not so big of a deal. The other enablers that we have here are the Hired Claw and Phoenix Chick. I'm trying these out. I think these will be good ways to get to max speed quickly, because what you can kind of do is, say, if you have a Hired Claw on turn 1, go Mountain or any of these red sources on turn 1, Hired Claw, then turn 2, you can play one of these lands, for example, and attack, or you could play the Hazoret, but you could play one of these lands and start your engines, attack with Hired Claw and go to 2 right away, and even use the mana to put a +1/+1 counter on it if you wanted to. So Hired Claw kind of works nicely, kind of curves nicely with these lands. Phoenix Chick it has some evasion. It can kind of poke in for 1 damage every turn, which is useful when you're trying to get to max speed. So that's the idea with Phoenix Chick, and also come back from the graveyard potentially. One of Monstrous Rage, just for fun. Just a really good card. Obviously, it can kind of force through damage, which is good for getting to max speed. And then the Bastion. Oh yeah, we talked about that. Burst Lightning as well. So this is also kind of useful because you can go face with this and go up a speed with this, or just use it as a removal spell. And also Kicker for 4. You are actually getting quite a few mana buffs in this by getting to max speed. The Heavy taps for a bunch of extra mana, as well as the lands, or this land here. So you can kind of get up to a lot of mana here, and you could use it to kick the Burst Lightning potentially, or pump it into the Bastronaut, or I'm playing some Song of Totentanz, which can sort of expel kind of a fireball effect that makes a bunch of rats that are kind of hard to deal with, so it can go wide. With this strategy, if you kind of use the mana from the Heavy or the mana from the Raceway. So the only other interesting card I would say in here is the Abraded Bluffs, which is a desert land, comes into play, does 1 damage. Your opponent, this is relevant because you're trying to get up to speed here, and that can be useful. Say you went turn 1 Gingerbrute with the Raceway, go up to speed 2, turn 2, let's say they killed it, then if you just played a Bluffs, that would do a damage to them, and that would also increase your speed on the second turn, something like that. So that is kind of the idea of playing the Bluffs, just a dual land and also an easy way to increase your speed just by playing a land. So that can be useful. That is the deck. Kind of an experimental deck, kind of seeing how good this max speed start your engines mechanic is. Let's jump in some games and see it in action. Okay, on the play here, this hand looks pretty good. I don't know what I want to be doing here. No white source, but go Gingerbrute plus land here. That's pretty good. Max speed on the way. Okay, there's a song. Okay, nice. Kinda cute. Could play another... Nah, I'm not gonna use it yet. Alright, got there. Play out the Bashtronaut. Okay. And now... I think we'll just pump this probably. See if they have some removal. Okay, nothing from them. What does this one do? Haste. Okay, I'll play this. Attack. Guess we'll just pump this. We'll just save the Monstrous Rage. So like, I don't know. The next turn we have 2, 4, 5. We can song for 5. That's pretty sweet. Temporary lockdown. Alright. Fortunate. But our max speed is maxified. Ooh, that's pretty good too. Do this for 5, or we could attack for 5 with this. Just do this for 5, I think. Use all our mana, because if we draw... Well, it's good to be for 6 the following turn. That's true, but... Yeah, let's just do this for 5. Kinda sweet. If we draw a white source, then we can take that out. And get our guys back. Use blue with a layer. Scavenger. Okay. I think playing this Scavenger and Temporary Lockdown in the same deck. Okay. That's interesting. Maybe this is some sort of bounce deck, I'm assuming. There's a Howlsquad Heavy. Could give it haste with this. Only one red source is a bit awkward too, but we assume they have a removal or a bounce or what? What do we think they have? Play the Hazoret. Okay. Go to combat. And attack. Yep. Bounce. Sure. Take 5. Take 4. Down to 6. Sure. Only one red source is unfortunate, but I realized another thing we can do, though, they kind of are forced to replay this over lockdown. Could play this and then give it haste and use it to play out this. I think that's what I want to do here. I could sack this for life, but I think it's better to just keep it underneath the lockdown. Ooh, that should do it. Can get both of these back, right? Have max speed, so yeah. That should definitely do it. So we'll do this. Get that back. Play Hazoret. Let's use this, and then we can give this haste with this land. It's even sweeter. And, yep, give that haste. Swing for 6, +7. Yep, nice. Alright, GG. Okay, on the draw, and looks okay. A little awkward with this, but we can still play this and play another bluffs on the same turn and get up to 2 engines on turn 2. So that's fine. Okay. Raceway. No Gingerbrute. There's a Founding. And a Prankster. Okay. So we'll go start the engines. And then bluffs go up to 2. And now, see what they got. It's like a reanimator list of some kind. Okay. Crack Feast. Kills that. Play our heavy here. Back for 1. That 3. Not bad, not bad. There's another Flag Feast, sure. Well, we got another one where that came from. And this will win to 2. Up to 4. Alright, so max speed here. Turns on the mana ability here. This can give something haste. We tap this for colorless. Let's play out our guys here. And swing. We got a lot of removal ready for them. They play anything? Sure. Okay. Pass. This could go face, I guess. No, might as well. Use all my mana. Ooh, that's another one of these. So get this out of the way and then swing with everything. We'll play this. Let's just do this. Get that out of the way. Use this. Buff up Chick, maybe. This card's great when you have max speed. Very powerful. can just buff up. It's a removal spell and buffs up anything. And yeah, opponent says good game. Yep, that'll do it. Any of these will remove that, and good game. On to the next one. Okay, on the draw here, and looks pretty good. We can get our speed going on turn 2. Ooh, forehand. Okay. Play out the Hired Claw. So really the goal of the deck is, I mean, you can go turn 1 if you have Gingerbrute in your opener, but if not, you really want to get the speed going on turn 2. So we'll see what we can do with that. Okay, a self-mill strategy here. Ooh, a raise the past. Ooh, and gnawing vermin. Okay. A lot of self-mill so far. Alright, well that's 2 raise the past in the graveyard. That's pretty good. And they're gonna swing. Wow, okay. Interesting. So we can play the Raceway and an attack, and then they'd have to double block, and we could pump and trade for both of these. That's an option. Other option is just play another Hired Claw. I kind of like just clearing both of those out of the way. Let's just do this. Get the speed up to 2. Assuming they'll double block, and you can just pump to take out both. So that's fine. And now that the speed is on, we can, well, we'll see what they do. If we can play this to get up another speed. Okay. They have a blocker back here. And Gingerbrute. Okay, Gingerbrute's a good one as well. I think we'll just go ping them to get the speed up to 3. And then Hired Claw and Gingerbrute, or we could go Burst Lightning on this. I don't know if we want to do that. Let's put Hired Claw and Gingerbrute here. Okay, so we can definitely get to max speed next turn. And that's the discard draw. So we can make this attack through. We have this trade with anything here. I think I just like... Let's go... Heavy. And Burst Lightning on blocker here. And then make a goblin. And swing. Sure, just swing with everything. Don't mind if they trade with the Gingerbrute. Okay, well, it signals to me that they don't have a raised past. But they're looking for one. You can only just hope they don't find one, because they're probably pretty screwed if they do have one. Okay, there's a snare. Okay. This can tap for 2 mana. And we have 4 mana. No, sorry, 5. So we could play both of these if we wanted to. After, well, this is 2 now. So, do we want to... I'll get rid of this, the Gorehound. Just do this. Tap for this, get rid of the Gorehound, And then we can attack and see what they do. Make it difficult for them. It's fine. So, oh, this is only sorcery speed. I see. All right, learning the cards. Okay, totally fine. And make it a servo. We'll put a counter on Gingerbrute and play this thing. There's some extra card draw. So, okay, well, got there. GG. On to the next one. Okay, on the play here. A lot of Battlefield Forges. Sure, I guess I'll try it. Not a bad hand. Not getting to max speed really with this hand unless, well, we could draw something next turn. But just a beatdown hand, I guess. And swing. The old Phoenix chick, pretty good at pinging the opponent for 1. Okay, that I think I want to kill on sight, because that is like bolting the bird here. Though I'm the one with the bird here, but end the turn. Okay, got another removal spell. A couple more songs. Sure, let's just run this out there. Make a couple hasty rats. Try to give it some damage. So I haven't found any of our max speed stuff, but now we have. Okay. So can play this. Take this out. And then another Phoenix check. So now we can start getting our speed going. 2. Alright, another Piercer. Ooh, there's another land, but I think we're just gonna try to go wide here. 1, 2, 3. I can make 4 rats here. And swing. Down to 4, speed to 3. So they need something big here. Life gain. Or board sweeper. Well, not playing board sweeper in this dinosaur deck. Wood Leaf Liege. Yep, alright. No max speed, but it's got there with the beatdown plan. Okay, on the draw, this hand, it's okay. Not amazing, but I think we can do better. This isn't great. This is better for sure. Let's put back one of these Perilous Snares, probably. Yeah, sure. Okay, so we got the Gingerbrute on the draw, though. Okay, Gorehound. Well, should we just go for it? Make them, kind of force them to trade? The card's pretty important to their strategy, so yeah, I'm gonna do this. Just attack with a Gingerbrute. No, I'm just gonna take it. Go up to 2. I'm assuming this is some sort of graveyard deck, so they're gonna want that Gorehound. Let's see, they got the duo. So this is probably Erase the Past deck, I would assume. Similar to the one I built. You know, life gain. Life gain is kind of a problem. Next turn we could play the we can use the Gingerbrute to make it unblockable. Which I think is what we're gonna do. We'll go colorless. make this blockable. Play out this as well. They do have a flying blocker, which is annoying. But we're up to 3 speed and stuck on 2 lands. Fortunately. Okay. We can get up to max speed if we... Oh, another one. Okay. Very nice. Let's see what they do. Mill. Gain a life. Play something else. Archaeologist. Yep. Surveil, surveil. Swing, swing. No land. It's pretty brutal. But again, we can still use this to get in. This could be double blocked, so. So let's go colorless. Can't be blocked. Play this. Alright, well. Swing. Up to max speed. So now this is double strike, and this can give something haste. That was the one that tapped for 2 mana. That would be pretty useful. Attack with everything. This has double strike. Oh, I can't block that. It's menace. Yeah. All right. So the race is on. Another life gain. Ooh. Nice. Land, yep. Gnawing Vermin. Sure. Yep, yep. Okay, well, Burst Lightning can at least kill something. Yeah, our only options are swing in the air, pull these things back to block. I think we'll just go defense here. Swing for 1. Pass. Yep. Swing out with everything. Let's go Burst Lightning. Just have to assume that they don't have double block one of these Gorehounds. Return the pass, because we just can't beat that at all. No, they don't. Wow, still no 3rd land. That is unfortunate. So I guess I'll just keep doing the same thing. Swing. And hold back. Just hope that they never draw. Don't do it. Oh. Prankster, sure. No, yes. They missed. Okay. Okay. I do have a flying blocker now again, though. Oh, I should have killed that in response. Should have killed something in response. Oh well. Yep. I don't foresee myself winning this game unless I draw this 3rd land, like, soon. What they do. Not going to attack. Alright, I'm gonna kill the Gorehound, I think. So they don't have any card selection. And, oh my gosh. 3s and 2s, wow. Okay, I guess I'll just pass. Kind of absurd. I guess I could attack with this, but I'm actually at much lower life total than my opponent, so I kind of have to play defense here. Block this, I guess. Yeah, if I kill this, then let's block here. Pump. Down to 6. Alright, that'll do it. Very good. No third land. Hello and welcome back to the wrap-up for our max speed combo aggro deck. This was pretty fun to play and to figure out if this mechanic is pretty good or not so good. Overall, I thought this deck was fine. I'm not sure if it's necessarily like better than any other aggressive deck you could potentially play, but when you did get to max speed, the cards are quite powerful. Especially, I mean, Hazoret is quite the house if you get to max speed. So I think I would go up to 4 of these potentially, and cut maybe the Monstrous Rage. I'm not sure. You could probably cut these guys, maybe just trim down on these. I didn't draw them all that often, so it's hard to tell how powerful they were, but yeah, maybe just trim one of these for another Hazoret. That might be the main change I would make. Mana base seemed okay. Yeah, maybe cut one of the bluffs potentially for another mountain, just so you have more turn 1 red sources. But yeah, overall, I thought the deck performed pretty well. Had a little bit over 50% win rate in ranked with this. Yeah, super fun. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it. Any other changes or cards that could fit in the deck. Perilous Snare, I think it was worth the white splash. Card is very good. To pump, if you get to pump your creatures every turn with it. So yeah, I like the deck. Again, yeah, not sure if it's just like better than any other aggro deck out there. You could be potentially playing like the green-red decks, but certainly a different take on aggro, and kind of an interesting combo finish maybe with Song of Totentanz. So hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below what you're thinking about. Any exciting brews that you got for Aetherdrift. Love to hear about those. Appreciate you watching. Thanks so much. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.